to this edition of Inside the Apple. I'm SDEA President Mary McCorkle, and I'm over here at the Capitol where we did our last Inside the Apple. But this time it's a little bit different. If you look behind me, you'll know that the chambers are dark. The legislature is over and legislators have gone home. So that means it's time for legislative wrap-up. Coming out very soon will be lobby line that will have a lot of specific details about this year's legislative session, but let me say just a couple of things. This year for me, legislature was about building relationships and learning about the process. And I found that we have spent a lot of time talking with legislators about education and working to make sure that things that are not good for our schools and our students and our members, that those are the things that we speak out against and work to ensure those things don't happen. And we were successful with many of those. At the end of the session on Friday, the budget bill was passed with a 2% increase in the PSA for education. And while we would have liked to have more, that's where we are at this particular point in time, up 0.5% from where we thought we might end up. Coming up at the end of this month, in April, we are expecting an announcement of the formation of the Blue Ribbon Task Force and who those members are going to be. And SDEA is looking forward to receiving an invitation to be a part of that. And while we're talking about the legislature, I need to stop for a minute and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the emails that you sent. For the emails that you sent not only to the legislators in your district, but legislators on Senate Ed and House Ed to speak up for what's good for our schools, what's good for our students, and what's good for our teachers. You made a difference, and we are very, very grateful. And legislators came to us and said, we're getting a lot of response from teachers. We're hearing from your members. And that's what we needed to have happen. And we really, really appreciate it because we can't do it without you. So thank you very much for that. Some things that are coming up. March 28th in Brookings, South Dakota, Ed Camp. It's on our website at sdea.org. Take a look at it. It's a new kind of professional development where the participants set the agenda, set the topics, and lead the discussion. It's exciting. We had one in Rapid City a couple of weeks ago. It was a huge success, and are looking forward to the eastern part of the state, Ed Camp, coming up again on March 28th in Brookings. So if you haven't registered, please do so. There's no charge. It's going to be a great Saturday. Also coming up, the Representative Assembly here in Pierre on April 10th and 11th. And if you haven't registered, if your local hasn't sent in the delegates, please do so. The more the merrier. Remember that this is a decision-making body of the membership, and your input and your participation is especially important. So again, if you haven't sent in your delegate list, please do so. Thank you also for the scholarship applications that you sent in. For the Ramia Boersma, for the children of our members going into teacher education. And we got applications for our brand new scholarship, the Gordon Horgan Scholarship, to help Native American teacher education candidates. And we're very grateful for all of you who encouraged members, children, and students that you knew to participate. We're looking forward to awarding those scholarships in the very near future. So thank you, especially for that. Coming up immediately after the RA will be voting. So you will receive, probably a day or so after you return from the RA, the ballot for this year's election. On the ballot will be Board of Directors members. There will be candidates for the NEA RA and at-large candidates. And it's very important that you participate. Your vote counts. That ballot will come to you in your mail, and there will be a self-addressed stamped envelope in there. Vote, pop it back in the mail, won't cost you a stamp. We really need your participation to help pick those who represent you, who provide your voice at the state level and at the national level as a part of the NEA RA. And while you are sending things in, May 1 is the deadline for the innovation grants, $1,000 grants that are designed to help you as a teacher or a team of teachers Work on classroom innovations that are student-centered, that make a difference. Some great idea that you've got, something that you and a colleague want to work on that will make a difference in your classrooms, send in that application. We'd be more than happy to award that grant to you. Again, those deadlines are on May 1st. This edition of Inside the Apple will have its slice, as always, and this slice is going to be about professional development. What kinds of things are you interested in? What can we provide at SDEA in terms of professional development? Are you interested in professional development around mentoring? Are you interested in professional development around additional information with SLOs, with assessment? Is there something else that you would like to see come to your local or come to your district? So there'll be some questions that are attached to the Inside the Apple in the slice. Please respond. Your input is very important. And before I sign off, just as the legislators signed off last Friday, let me say thank you. Thank you to the legislators who spoke up for our students in our schools. But always thank you to you. Thank you for what you do for every one of our students in every classroom across this state. You are very much appreciated. This is Mary McCorkle, SDEA President, signing off. See you at the RA.